This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hey guys, welcome to another M13 draft. First thing we always do is look at the rare, in this case rares, and neither one of which are particularly exciting. So let's take a look at the rest of the pack here. What stands out to me is Attended Knight. Attended Knight is just a solid man. Like first strike, comes in with a guy. Really good synergy with a lot of the cards in the set. So Sentinel Spider is arguably a better card, but again, I just my personal preference to not be in green whenever possible. I'll only draft green if I have a bomb, and this does not fit my definition of a bomb. So I'm gonna go with the Attended Knight here. I do like white a lot in the set. It just seems like a fine first pick. Let's make this window a little bit bigger. There we go. That should make things a little bit easier for you to see. Okay. Acidic Slime is fairly good. Again, it's not a good enough reason for me to be in green. Divination is so far seems like the card I want to take the most. I might just go with the Griffin Protector just to stay like on color. Griffin Protector is, I mean, it's solid. I mean, I would always play it. Like Divination is really good, but I don't think that's not really a reason to really just like commit to blue. And assuming I play white, like Griffin Protector is definitely going to make my deck. But like, I mean, like if you went with if you went green with the last couple picks, like I wouldn't make fun of you or anything. Like if you went like Sentinel Spider, Acidic Slime, like those are two fine picks. It's just like I just don't like drafting green. So I'll go with the Griffin Protector here, and if we keep getting past like blue cards, I'll jump into blue. But at this point, I'm just willing to keep my options open. Divine Verdict seems like the winner here. Like it's not like amazing, but you know, it kills man, and that's usually what we're looking for. Sarah Avatar is playable, but like I don't think it's like any good really. It's just a 7-mana vanilla big guy who sometimes is not very big. So we're just gonna go with the Divine Verdict here. Okay, well, I kind of wish I had taken those green cards because Garrick's Pack Leader is a reason to be in green, as far as I'm concerned. So I'll take that as a signal that green is open. I mean, as open as I'd like anyway. And there's not really any other card that even comes close to it. So looks like we're going with green-white here. Hopefully the green cards keep coming, and they're quality cards and not a bunch of like just junk. So let's go Pack Leader and go balls deep, as they say. Yeah. Well, Turn to Slag is quality removal, but I don't really know if I want to move off of green just yet. Like Garrick's Pack Leader is a really good reason to be in green. It's just, I mean, anytime you get to draw extra cards, it's great. And when it comes attached to a 4/4, that's even better. So, as far as like green or white options go, there's Battleflight Eagle, Dustdale Worm, and Monvuli Beast Tracker. Beast Tracker doesn't really fetch anything that exciting in my deck, whereas Battleflight Eagle is actually pretty good in the green-white deck, so I'll go with the Eagle for now. Okay, so not a whole lot in this pack. It's pretty much a miss as far as green and white goes. I don't even know if there's anything worth hating. Bond Beetle, I've seen a lot of people play this card. I don't think it's any good. So like I'm definitely not going to take it. Rated Blades is a legitimate sideboard card against certain decks, so I'll pick that one up. But we're definitely not going to main deck it. Okay. So a lot of decent blue cards going around here. I mean, there's really nothing in green or white that is worth taking here, and Archaeomancer is pretty good in the blue deck. I think I'll pick up the Archaeomancer just in case this Garrick's Pack Leader doesn't work out. I think it's more likely that I'll end up being in blue-white than red-white, just given the fact that we passed that turn of Slag earlier, and we haven't really passed anything like insane in blue. So I'll go with the Archaeomancer here and just kind of leave that open as an option. Okay, I'm actually a big fan of Angelic Benediction. I mean, obviously it's better when you have a bunch of Exalted, um, but I don't really know if I want like a second Battlefight Eagle. And Angelic Benediction like works really well when you have like any sort of trampling creatures. Just you tap down like the biggest butt, and you know, you just get through for a lot of damage. So yeah, I'll go with the Benediction here. I think like I don't know if it'll end up being better than a second Battleflight Eagle in this deck, but it's worth taking a little gamble on. All right, so this is our pack back. Sentinel Spider didn't wheel, but that, I mean, that's like there's no way that card was going to table. I mean, that was probably like the second best or best card in the pack. Nothing really too exciting here. I'm going to go with the Beast Tracker. Again, I think it's more likely I end up in green than in blue. And now I actually have to make that decision since these are both solid cards. You know what? Just because like I very rarely draft green, so I really should take this opportunity to draft a green deck when it's I'm actually willing to do it. So I'll go with the Force Mage here, but I like normally I would take the Divination. I'm really just taking really just taking the green card just so I can like actually have a green draft up. So nothing really good here. I guess we'll just take some playables. And like green white is a decent color combination. Like it's fine. Like I would much rather be green white than say like blue green or like black green. Okay, well there's a Sarah Angel, which I'm almost certainly going to take over that pacifism. Like pacifism is good and all, but few things can beat a Sarah Angel. So that's excuse me. I got a lot of phlegm in my throat for some reason. I don't know why. So we're gonna go with the Sarah Angel here. All right. A little bit different from core sets in the past, insofar that green actually has a removal spell. You have Prey Upon. It's a conditional removal spell, but the condition is usually not that hard to fulfill. Not any white cards I would take here. Evolving Wilds, again, I'm not a huge fan of that in two color decks. I mean, if like I had a bunch of like double colors in like both of my colors, then maybe, but I'm definitely not taking it over like a Prey Upon. So let's go ahead and go with that. Okay, Oblivion Ring is a card that it was one of the few cards I'll splash for, so obviously I'll take it when it's in one of my main colors. I'm hoping that either Sunstriker or Benediction table, although that's kind of ambitious. But definitely going to take the Oblivion Ring here. It's just a really solid piece of removal, deals with anything. And like any bomb you can come up with, Oblivion Ring can typically take care of it. Really looking to pick up some 2-drops at some point here. We're a little bit top heavy in our curve. Okay. So far, Beast Tracker can't actually find anything, but that should change at some point. Alright, Phyrexian Hulk is playable, but I mean green decks seem like they would have better options in that slot. I could take a Safe Passage, I could take a Pillar Field Ox. There's really nothing that exciting in this pack. I'm just going to take the Ox, but I mean, I hope I don't have to play it. In fact, I'm going to hide it. Okay. So our options here are Spike Baloth, or Fungal Sprouting, or Chronomaton. Chronomaton is actually really good. I'm not sure how good it'll be in this deck, whereas Fungal Sprouting, seems like it'd be really good as well. It's kind of a tough decision. I don't really have any beefy cards yet, so normally in green decks I would take the fungal sprouting, but in this case I need more creatures that actually trigger my Garruk's Pack Leader. So I think I'm leaning more towards the Spike Baloth. This is really just a pick that I'm making based on the cards I've already drafted. If this is like much earlier in the draft, I would go with the fungal sprouting, but at this point I really need to start picking up like some beefy guys. So let's go with the Baloth here. Okay. Nothing super exciting here. I could take Show of Valor, but the green-white, you typically want to play Titanic Growth. You typically will be able to pick them up, so I'm not all that concerned about picking up combat tricks. Whereas Ring of Thune seems like it would actually be really good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like we're pretty much even as far as like your green versus white creatures go. We might cut it if we end up picking up a lot more green creatures, but I think Ring of Thune is good enough that we can pass up on a Show of Valor. Okay. So again, not a fan of Bound Beetle. Probably just gonna take the second Battlefight Eagle. It makes our curve kind of a little too expensive for my tastes, but I don't really have any better options here. Okay, finally some 2-drops. So our question here is: do we want Silvercoat Line or Avensquire? We don't really have any other Exalted, but we do have we do have Angelic Benediction. And the fact that it's a flyer just is kind of a big deal. So I definitely like Avensquire over Silvercoat Line. Okay, so this is a miss. I guess I'll just take. I don't know. I guess I'll pick up a Divine Favor for the sideboard. I can't imagine too many situations where I'd want to pick it up, but. Nothing super playable. I could take an Erase, but I'm not worried about not having naturalized effects. I'm just going to rare draft. Alright, I guess we can pick up another Battle Cattle. And Phyrexian Hulk came back. I mean, just in case we don't see any like Vastwood Gorgers or whatnot, we can just pick it up. I don't think Hydra Surge is playable, but might as well just take it. It's probably more playable than JM Daytome. And hey, last big Battle of Wits. One day I'll build that on Magic Online. One day. In fact, I think if I ever like put together like an actual Battle of Wits deck, that's definitely something I have to record, because it's pretty hilarious. I've always wanted to play Battle of Wits, but like I never wanted to play it on paper, just because like I don't think it's actually possible to sufficiently randomize a 250 card deck. So I always have this like suspicion that anyone who plays Battle of Wits is cheating. And it just seems like a huge pain in the ass, like just having this monstrosity deck. Like I remember a while ago, like there was some tournament organizers local to my area who ran like 100-card tournaments, and already that was like a huge pain in the ass. All right, so Roaring Primadox. I'm not sure how good that's going to be in my deck. I mean, it is a 4-mana 4/4, which is above the curve. And it does interact quite favorably with Garruk's Pack Leader. So I think that's going to be the pick. Hopefully I get to table like Silvercoat Line, but I'm not like... I don't think that's really going to happen. There's not really that many good cards in this pack. So we'll take the Primadox and keep the green train running. Farseek is a card that I definitely wanted to get, just because we have a ton of 4 and 5s and not a lot of 2s. So I think Farseek is just a slam dunk winner here. I don't think anything even comes close to it, and that's something we actually really desperately need. So let's go ahead and pick that up. All right, nothing too exciting here. I don't really like Ranger's Path. I mean, once you hit 4 mana, like you can pretty much already cast like most of the cards in your deck. So like unless you have some sort of sweet brew, it doesn't seem very good. The only other card in our color is Guardians of Krasa. I guess I'll pick it up. I don't know if I'll play it. I mean, it does give us another Exalted guy, but I don't think that's really what we're looking for. All right, so here I think I'm going to take the second Prey Upon. I mean, I realize I'm a little short on creatures right now, but I can't really afford to pass up like quality removal spells. So I mean, hopefully one of these two green guys will come back. I mean, even if it's just a flint hoof boar that comes back, I'll still play it. Ring of Colonia is also really good, but I don't really have all that many green creatures. Most of my creatures are white, so I'll just go with the Prey Upon here. Okay, well, there's a Titanic Growth. Seems like the best option here. The only other playable card is like Phyrexian Hulk or Safe Passage. I'm not really super interested in either one of those. Just this seems like a pretty obvious pick here. All right, nothing too exciting here. I could just hate draft this ring. There's really nothing else in the pack that's all that exciting. So. I mean, the only other card that I should probably keep an eye out for is Essence Scatter, but that's a pretty easy card to play around, so I'll just take the ring and immediately hide it. Okay, nothing too exciting here. I might take an Erase for the sideboard, but I'm just going to take this Reverberate because it's a rare and I can probably get like a third of a ticket for it at some point. Yeah. I don't... I feel like we're getting cut off in our colors. All right, well, I guess we can take a third Prey Upon. Like, if I'd known I was going to get like a Prey Upon this late, I would have taken one of the creatures in the previous Prey Upon pick, but couldn't have known that at the time. Okay, well, there's a very welcome 2-drop. And I guess we can start picking up Naturalizes now. So we do have 23 playables now. We're just looking for upgrades at this point. I really would like to upgrade some of these cards because some of them are really not that exciting. I'm really surprised we didn't pick up any Captain's Calls because that's, I mean, not that it's like that great in this deck, but it does work really well with Griffin Protector. Alright, well, nothing exciting here. I guess I can pick up an Elixir on the off chance I play against a mill deck. Primal Clay's playable. Like, I can probably cut something bad now. I guess we can take a Negate. Yeah, we didn't get to table some of the cards I wanted to table, but, you know. So we're going to build this deck, and we'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, welcome back. So this is what we're going to be submitting. The last cut I made was this Primal Clay. I was going to cut the Beast Tracker, but then I realized I did actually have a target for it in Spike Baloth. That's pretty sure my only target for it, but yeah, that's whatever, that's fine. Like, Primal Clay is not all that exciting. Like, none of the modes I can really see being that good in this deck, so I'm keeping in like Guardians of Akrasa and Angelic Benediction just because like with the Benediction I really want as many like exalted effects as I can get. So like the Guardians typically aren't all that great, but if you have a good enough reason to play them, then by all means. So we're gonna submit this. We have some decent creatures. We got some good synergies with Roaring Primadox. We can, combat with Battleflight Eagle or with Yevas Force Mage. And we have some pretty good removal spells as well. And we also have this Ring of Thune, which should be pretty good. So we'll submit this, and we'll see you guys in round 1.